the world is going to pay a huge price by allowing this genocide to happen.
Giving feedback on their perilous mission to Gaza, the daily deaths of young and old kept these religious leaders up at night, prompting their risky operation.
They said, we want to have celebration of Christmas, but can you come and be with us during that period? And those who are not familiar with that theology, we want body of Christ. So if one part of the body suffers, we all suffer.
They went from Jerusalem, Amman, Tel Aviv, and the Rafah Gate, with border gates being opened and closed, seemingly arbitrarily.
All the cities in the occupied areas are under siege, complete siege. Even those gates that were opened at certain times, they all shut.
Reverend Chikane painted a harrowing picture of their time in Jerusalem.
We met church leaders for the first time. When I go to Jerusalem, I never meet all the church leaders. They were available for us to meet all of them, which was very useful.
The Reverend says no corner of the areas they visited were left unscathed.
We met families of the hostages because we said, no, we want to actually go there to those hostages and actually understand what's happening there.
Bishop Mpumlana, who was also part of the delegation, says what they saw seemed to be ethnic cleansing.
Our purpose to call on the various communities of the world to act on the pain of collective punishment, which meets the categorization of ethnic cleansing and genocide.
He says in his view, the Bible seems to be weaponized to justify the conflict.
What seems to be ethnic cleansing. And this report continues, the escalating violence against Palestinians in the occupied West Bank and the exclusion and the violence against Palestinian citizens of Israel.
Reverend Chikane denied criticism that their mission was one-dimensional. He says their aim was to go and find out the truth of the matter. The Reverend says, as religious leaders, they wanted to have a positive impact on the Israeli and American leaders to stop the war. He's warned that the U.S. support for Israeli has been a strategic mistake.
It's not one-dimensional. We want to be there in solidarity with victims of the war and victims of the genocide.
The Palestinians will respond and the Israelis will respond. And this leads to a spiral that will never end. There's no such thing as eliminating Hamas. You don't eliminate Hamas by killing 10,000 children.
Nozindombi Mia, SABC News.